One of the biggest things that I think stands in between people trusting crypto completely and never touching it ever is if they ever get scammed. One of the main reasons why I always recommend Binance for someone who's starting on the crypto journey is because I have noticed that Binance take user protection very seriously. And I want to tell you all about it. Let's get those credits rolling. One of the things that you will notice when you sign up on Binance, check the first link in the description, is once you sign up, either using your email or your phone number, you can't do a single transaction before your account is verified. This in itself is probably the single most effective way to stop 90% of scammers in crypto. When you verify your account, you have actually attached your identity to your profile. And this actually tells the platform we are dealing with an actual person. This is their identification. They are willing to be identified. But you also still need to watch out for people who have gone that extra step of verification, but they use some sneaky methods to try and get your Bitcoin. When you are doing a P2P transaction, there are a number of ways that someone may try to take your money, and I want to tell you what they usually do and then show you what you're supposed to do so that you can always stay protected when you are doing your P2P transactions. So one of the easiest ways that they do this is by using payment methods that allow for a chargeback to be done. This is what that means. Once they have sent you money, they then go back to that system and then tell the system that they did a transaction that they believe is wrong. They want that money to be transferred back to them. For me, one of the most notorious places that they do this is usually when they have done a bank to bank transfer, especially to a different bank. This is something that right now really needs to be addressed because once a bank initiates a chargeback, the other bank usually complies as it is waiting for the proof from this person. And by the time you are noticing that money has been taken by your bank from your bank account, the money is already gone. Another way is usually through PayPal. And that's the reason why for most people, I tell them to keep off PayPal because that has been a hotbed for this kind of chargebacks. And by the time you are noticing on your PayPal account, money already went. So what you do is when you get onto P2P, kindly use methods that the payment system, before it starts a reversal, always can tell you that they want to do a reversal. One of the very good ones for us here in Kenya is MPESA. Before they do that transaction, they'll always give you a call to confirm. And then you just need to tell them that, no, I have actually done an actual transaction with this person. This is a proof and the money will stay in your account. But in order for you to do a transaction on P2P, here is a step-by-step process. The first thing you will do on mobile is at the very bottom, click on wallets at the bottom left. The next thing that you will do is click on funding at the very top. Once you've gone under funding, click on P2P. In Kenya, there are 6 different cryptos that you can be able to buy: Ethereum, Binance Coin, Bitcoin, USDT, which is a stable coin, and BUSD, another stable coin, and recently they added in Solana. You can always be able to check the counterparty, the person that you are transacting with, to make sure that they are a trusted trader before you open the trade. There are two types of traders that you will find here who I classify as trusted. One is someone who has done very many transactions in the month. Think of 300 going up. That means that on average, they are doing about 10 trades a day. And you'll find some people are even doing 3,000 trades in a month. That tells you, number one, this person will always be active on the app. And secondly, they have done so many transactions. The next thing that you need to check is if they are a merchant. A merchant is classified as a trusted and verified user because they go an extra step of verifying themselves and they actually transact in higher volumes. If you have amounts of 100,000 going up, then I'd recommend you use a merchant. There's one that I usually use, and I'm showing his name on the screen. This is a trader that I have done so many transactions with, and I've actually even spoken and met physically with. That is just for my own well-being. But this is something that you can be able to pursue if you are going to be buying so many times over the month. The next thing that you need to check is the rate of completion. This tells you that of all the transactions that they open, how many do they actually complete? This number needs to be 90% or more. This just tells you that this is a serious person. They take this seriously and your money will be safe. The next thing is kindly read every single page of the transaction, because one thing that Binance has done is made it extremely easy for you to be able to do this transaction all the way through. In step one, read the instructions. This is the amount of money you want to buy. This is the amount of crypto you want to buy. Usually, I advocate for someone to be able to do 10 USDT and above, so that when you are doing your conversions, you can actually be able to do this very seamlessly. And then it also trains you to be transacting higher volumes on the platform. Of course, many of the times that I'm showing these tutorials, you may see small amounts, but that doesn't mean that you should just transact in the small amounts. The small amounts are supposed to help you to see the process. You can be able to do 70,000. You can be able to do 100,000. All this is possible. It's very simple. Just go at the top and actually input the actual amount that you want to transfer, and that will show up with all the traders that can be able to handle that level of transactions. Of course, my process is that on P2P, I buy stable coins. That will be USDT or BUSD. This is because I want to buy any other crypto, but now on spot trading. There are over 300 plus cryptocurrencies that are available on Binance, and you can buy any of them and hodl and even put them under Binance Earn if you want to. So the next thing that you need to do when you are doing the P2P transaction, I usually advocate that you copy this message that you get on your phone and then put it in the chat or talk with your counterparty as you are doing this particular transfer. But before you can be able to get this money, make sure that you are only sending from your registered number. Do not send from a number that belongs to your mother or your father or your elder brother. This is not allowed on the platform, and it can also mean that you may lose the money that you have actually sent to the other party if they refuse to give you the money, because they cannot be able to confirm that the person who they're transacting with on the platform is the same one who has sent them their money. And then, because these are merchants and people with higher volumes, you need to make their work as easy as possible. Only send money from an account that is yours in order to make sure that the transaction goes smoothly. At the end of it, you need to click on transferred, notify seller. And as you can see, the platform actually asks you to confirm if you have actually sent the money from your registered number. Do not click on this button if you have not finished the transaction outside of Binance to send the money to your counterparty. And then after you have done the P2P transaction, please leave a positive review or a negative review if that's the transaction that you've had. But once you have done this, this actually builds your profile. The faster you do this transaction, the better your average time on your profile. And remember, people will always come to check the average time you take to pay and the average time you take to release. So these numbers need to be really good in order for you to trade with so many other people. The next thing that you do is do not leave your money in the funding wallet. I usually define the funding wallet as the transactional wallet, but now you need to move it to the main wallet, which is a fiat and spot wallet. On mobile, you will just see it being called a spot wallet. The spot wallet now opens up to any other wallet that you may want to send to the funding wallet, to the margin wallet, to the futures wallet, to the earn wallet. All these wallets get their deposits from the spot wallet. And then here you can be able to actually convert from one crypto to another. So what you need to do is go and check on this video up here on how you can be able to convert your USDT that you have purchased to another cryptocurrency, whichever currency it is, from BTC, ETH, Solana, whichever you decide to convert. Check this video up here and I'll see you in the next one.